Hi everyone, welcome to Focus Outdoors. We're glad you're with us. On today's show, we're at Wings of Thunder near Kimball, South Dakota for a corporate outing. If you've ever wondered what happened to the good old days of South Dakota pheasant hunting, stay with us. Focus Outdoors will be right back.
Really good.
I'm with Brad Donald, the general manager of Wings of Thunder. Brad, we originally met, 10, 12 years ago, something like that, and we've been getting together on a somewhat regular basis ever since. Now you're at Wings of Thunder. You and Jerry, your wife, came here about 9 years ago and to become the general manager and to run the operation. What can people expect when they come to Wings of Thunder?
Well, they can expect their fill of pheasants.
Gentlemen.
You know, they get here. Breakfast is at 7:30. We'll go out and hunt. Come in about noon. Have some lunch. Then go back out and hunt until the guys tell us to stop.
Yeah, although sometimes, because you know the problem here at Wings of Thunder is sometimes is too many birds, and you can be done by the time you come in for lunch.
You can. If you're that great at shots like you guys, it doesn't last forever.
Well, I think that's the one thing about this place is that, you know, people talk about the old time days of South Dakota pheasant hunting, and I think you're replicating that here.
Well, thank you. We try. We do a lot of the planting that way with the sunflowers and the milo and the native grasses in the cornfields, and try to keep it as native as we can and have the tree belts and for all kinds of weather.
And your property, the entire property, is managed specifically for pheasants.
That's correct.
I mean, they've got a water source, they've got food source, they've got habitat for the rough winters. Now, South Dakota, the upper Midwest are known for having awful winters sometimes. How does the habitat that you have protect the pheasants that are here?
We keep everything in. Again, we do farm just for the pheasants. So we take the corn out, which would be 2/3 of the corn out in April. So they have cover throughout the whole winter, and the trees and the switchgrass and just all the standing crop. They have the food here, they have the cover here. They have it made here.
And you operate a little bit differently than other reserves that I've talked to, in that you don't do several releases of pheasants during the year. You just do 2, I believe.
Yep. Well, we try to just do 2, and we'll do that in June and July, and then we will do some in March, February and March also if we need to.
And you do that to, I know that you like impregnated hens for the release in the springtime, so they can get out there and get nesting and,
right.
and produce a nice hatch.
Mixed in with all the other wild birds, and it does create for good nesting.
So these birds are basically have been released, but they were June or July. how long do you think it takes them to become totally acclimated with your property and become wild?
I would say that's a hard question to say, but I would say within 8 to 10 weeks, if they haven't made it that long, they probably haven't made it. So if they've made it that long, they're then wild.
And what kind of success rate do you have in those release birds making it through?
You know, they like to say 1 out of 10 will make it. I would have to think we would have more than that, just because of all the wild birds that we do have. They can adapt and see what the other birds do. So I think that we have a little better success rate.
And at any one time, Wings of Thunder can handle up to 40 hunters at a time. But when it comes to party size, while we were here, there's another party of 4. And they were going out and they were having great success. So how do you handle a smaller party that comes?
You know, any size we can handle. We have certain fields that we've made smaller for smaller groups, and the bus drivers will set up a guy as a blocker, and we can handle any size group.
Well, and I think that's really key because I know the guys, or a couple of the guys who are in that 4-person group that were here, they've been coming for 14 years.
Yes. Yeah, a group from Maryland, been here for a long time, and their group can be 7 one time and 4 the next. They just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think what's important to know is that whether your group is 4 or 20 or anywhere in between, you can accommodate them.
Yes, we can.
Oh, Biggin, you should have cracked off on that too. Quit being a gentleman. Hold the line! Contact bird! Thank you. Here. Outside. Here.
At least one that
Willie, did you come through? Did you come through, Willie?
I got at least one.
Okay, good.
It's kind of a small percentage.
You got more than that.
Who's that last one?
Talking about layers, I'm taking another layer off when we get back in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna want it like that.
This is
Sure.
That's what I took I had the best out underneath this, and I couldn't get this coat up, so I had trouble getting my gun up to my shoulder on that first walk. So I took that off, that's fine. David?
Did it do better that time, David? I don't see any blood on your face, right?
householder, you got to sit out for
I know.
How's that?
3 days?
Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we've customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds to make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gun Dog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
Dakota Pheasant Guide offers the best wild pheasant hunts from the Glacial Lakes area of South Dakota west to the Missouri River. Packages available include everything from self-guided to fully guided hunts. Book your bird hunting adventure now. Fishermen, iTime Promotions is your ticket to an enjoyable and successful day on the water. Call Dennis Foster for your outdoor adventure of a lifetime.
No matter the size, age, or activity level of your best friend, you want a dog food that's natural, feeds great, and is full of all the goodness you demand. That's what we pack into every bag of Country Vet Naturals. Country Vet Naturals are just what the name says, natural goodness in every bag. We also make grain-free cat and dog food and treats. Learn more and find a dealer at countryvetnaturals.com. Country Vet Naturals, loved by pets, trusted by owners.
Sometimes your outdoor fun gets a little dirty, but Wizzy Wash makes it easy to clean up and stay safe. From keeping your kennels clean between hunts, to disinfecting coolers and cleaning stations, Wizzy Wash is the best way to kill germs and odors. The Wizzy Wash Sanitizer is the fast, easy, and rinse-free way to disinfect. Less time working means more time playing, and keeping your dog safe and healthy the Wizzy Wash way means better performance in the field.
I'm with Nathan Kastner. Nathan is the point person who puts together all of the details for this corporate outing that we're on. Nathan, what's involved in putting all this together?
It's a lot like herding cats. We have a great time. We've been at this for 8 years now. Every year we have a group of guys. There's anywhere between 35 and 40 of us that are in this group. We come from all over the country to do this, and we'll start early in the year, and we'll put out an email, we'll make some phone calls, and we'll kind of say, what is it that you guys want to do this year? You know, we go somewhere new pretty much every year. We put it together, financing is arranged. We have some wonderful sponsors. Some of the companies we work with will help us finance this. The guys that come, they love to do it. They finance a lot of it. They take time out of their very busy schedules. And we get together once a year. And it's hard to put 30 or 40 guys together in a given year. About 20 of us make it. But we have a great time. We see friends that we might only see one other time a year. Like I said, we've been doing this 8 years now. We've been as far south as Florida. We've been as far north as Canada. And I gotta say, this is the one place we've been to 3 times. That says something. As a matter of fact, we've never repeated an event except for this one. You know, it's a great facility. It's neutral. It's, you know, all of us can travel to it very easily, and the facilities are wonderful. You know, it's one of the few places where a large group of guys can commune together every day. You know, watch TV, have drinks in the lodge. You can hunt together. It's not one of those events where you're broken up into 3 or 4 little hunting groups. And it's very affordable to do, and so, you know, you kind of actually get to spend time with everybody there as opposed to just the 2 or 3 guys you got sat with that day.
Yeah, well, on behalf of all of the people who are members of our group, we want to thank you for your time and effort, because it has to be a labor of love. Thank you, Nathan.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Steve.
I'm joined now by the father and son team, David Howell, Greg Howell. This is your second trip to Wings of Thunder.
Yep. Yes, it is.
You came from Florida, you came from New York. Somebody's going to ask, why did you guys travel that far to hunt pheasants?
I think we would have traveled a lot farther. I'm actually just happy
It's only as far as South Dakota.
Yeah,
And this place is a really special place.
it's special. We've, Gregory and I have hunted all over the country together. It's one of the things we do as a father and son team that bonds us, just us, no kids, no nothing, just the two of us and our friends, like here, in the corporate setting. So we've done it. We've done antelope and deer and quail and pheasants and a bunch of other stuff. We're planning the snow goose thing with you maybe next season. So Wings of Thunder is a perfect venue for us. It's absolutely good. Great food, great people. I like the fact that it's a family business. It's owned and run by a family operation, which makes sense. And they're just so friendly and hospitable. And there's a bajillion pheasants. I mean, come on, they're just everywhere. So it's a really good special time for us. Hunting is a good bonding concept.
Well, the question is obvious. What would it take to get you to come back to Wings of Thunder?
I think an email would probably do it.
Yeah, an email would work. Yeah, we'll show up.
This truly is a special place.
That's great.
For me, it's like coming home.
I love it.
Because that's how you're treated. The hospitality is great. The accommodations are great. And of course, you can't beat the hunting.
You can't beat the hunting. And we know you're big on family things. So this is a thing that you can do father, son, third generation, fourth generation, whatever. My grandfather hunted, my father hunted, I hunt, now he's hunting. So it's just a family thing that it's really good in America that hunting can keep families connected. So,
well, it's great to have been with you guys.
Good seeing you again, sir.
I can't wait to do it
Thank
again.
you, Steve. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hold the line. Outside! Way to be, guys. Way to be. Wow.
Not very long tail.
You find that bird back there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good for you. Gary wants to get a couple quick still photos. Hey, you guys are making good time through there. Almost got,
it was like that tall for a while.
almost got trampled by a deer.
There were 6 or 7 of them that came out of here that we saw.
Diesel train rolls down the line as I'm headed for the land of corn and rye. There is a place I'm always satisfied, full of remedies to ease my worried mind, like pulling catfish on the banks of
Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we've customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds to make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gun Dog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
When it comes to dog food and treats, you want something natural. A dog food or special reward that feeds great is made in the USA and helps your best friend live a long and healthy life. That's what you get with Country Vet Naturals, natural goodness in every bag. And for those of you who want grain-free, we've got that too. Find a dealer and learn more about Country Vet Naturals dog food, cat food, and treats at countryvetnaturals.com. Country Vet Naturals, loved by pets, trusted by owners.
Dakota Pheasant Guide offers the best wild pheasant hunts from the Glacial Lakes area of South Dakota west to the Missouri River. Packages available include everything from self-guided to fully guided hunts. Book your bird hunting adventure now. Fishermen, iTime Promotions is your ticket to an enjoyable and successful day on the water. Call Dennis Foster for your outdoor adventure of a lifetime.
Well, as you might be able to tell, I spend a lot of time behind a shotgun. Whether it's at the clay target fields, sporting clays fields, doing exhibitions, or bird hunting, I always trust my shooting skills to the Rio elites. Not only for the lighter recoil, but as you can tell, the harder hitting, consistent patterns. These clay targets don't stand a chance when you shoot Rio elites.
Train rolls down the line as I'm headed for the land of corn and rye. There is a place always.
I'm with my good friend Perry Smith from Alabama, 2-star Major General in the National Guard. Perry, I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to thank you and all the people who have served our country in keeping us free.
Thank you for this opportunity to talk a little bit about the National Guard, especially the Alabama National Guard. I'm the Adjutant General of the Alabama National Guard. I'm over the Army and the Air National Guard. Alabama is the 6th largest National Guard out of the 54 National Guards. We're a very patriotic state whom have deployed over 21,000 soldiers and airmen to the war effort.
Well, 21,000 people over the last 13 years is just terrific. Thanks again to you and to everyone who's ever served our country in maintaining our freedom. Thank you, Perry.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Diesel train rolls down the line as I'm headed for the land of corn and rye. There is a place I'm always satisfied, full of remedies to ease my worried mind, like pulling catfish on the banks of Cherry Cove, watching wood ducks glide like angels to the shore. I'm gonna find me a dirt road and get right in the groove. Let these chains of life unwind till I get loose. I wanna roll down a window and reach out and touch the reeds. Let that crazy world out there go on without me. It's like that river only knows one way to flow. Ain't nothing gonna change me. I've got a dirt road soul. An old 12 gauge in a compound book, and a dog named Otis tells me where to go. We push through the woods until we're good and gone, and find a spot to camp and wake up to the dawn. There's a feeling when I hear that heartland's beat. I know I'll never find on any city street. I'm gonna find me a dirt road and get right in the groove. Let these chains of life unwind till I get loose. I wanna roll down a window and reach out and touch the reeds. Let that crazy world out there go on without me. It's like that river only knows one way to flow. You're never gonna change me. I've got a dirt road soul.
That was good. We gave it the cartwheel.
Take it. That boy Kevin's time.
Good way to unload it. That's the first, Jack. Wow, there was some bird. Nice shoot, Hammer. Any more over here, guys? Look there! Back! Yeah.
No, you don't need to put it back in. You can just hold it with your hand.
Okay,
I'll put some.
7 in. See?
Seven are in there now.
Okay. 9, 10, 11, 5, 6, 8, 30, 32, 33, 35. I think that's it for me.
Where's Brad?
36. It's good shooting, Brad.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for being with us. And thanks to Wings of Thunder, to Brad and Jerry Donald, and their entire staff. Our corporate group had a great time, and I'm sure we'll be back. Remember, do these 3 things for me. 1, take a child with you next time on your fishing trip. 2, generously support your favorite conservation organizations. And 3, spend some time in the next week where you focus on the outdoors. For our staff, I'm Steve Hammer. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time when we continue the journey, making more memories.
Ease my worried mind, like pulling catfish on the banks of Cherry Cove, watching wood ducks glide like angels to the shore. I'm gonna find me a dirt road and get right in the groove. Let these chains of life unwind till I get loose. I wanna roll down a window and reach out and touch the reeds. And let that crazy world out there go on without me. It's like that river only knows one way to flow. Ain't nothing gonna change me.